First of all, I want to make one thing very clear. You can and should wear whatever you want. Your years of life are the greatest proof that style has no age and that fashion should serve you, not the other way around. In this video, I'm not here to lay down rules, but to share tips that can help if you feel some pieces no longer convey the elegance and confidence you want to project. These are suggestions to highlight your unique beauty even more, without sacrificing authenticity. So if you're already happy with your style, congratulations. But if you think any tip might work for you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and share this video with that dear friend who also loves tips on fashion and elegance. But tell me, is there any item of clothing or accessory you used to love wearing that now feels like it no longer matches your new version of yourself? You know, it's natural for our style to evolve over time. But that doesn't mean giving up elegance and personality. Let's discuss how to choose pieces that flatter our unique beauty, taking into account what works best for each body type, skin tone, and personal preference. Item number 1, large, over-the-top jewelry. We often believe that to make an impression, we need big, flashy, heavy accessories. But the truth is, the effect can be the opposite. Instead of highlighting your natural elegance, this kind of jewelry tends to steal all the attention, leaving the look heavy and even unbalanced. On top of that, very bulky pieces can literally weigh you down, cause discomfort, and project a less refined image, almost as if the outfit were forced. Elegant alternative. Sophistication is in the details. Small earrings, delicate necklaces, and discreet bracelets can brighten the face and add a touch of charm without excess. These minimalist accessories create a sense of lightness and modernity, enhancing who you are rather than competing with your presence. A pair of slim hoops, a subtle gold chain, or a minimalist cuff bracelet can transform your look, adding freshness and effortless elegance. Item number 2, clothes in the wrong size. This is one of the most common traps. Many women end up choosing smaller sizes thinking they'll look slimmer, but the result is almost always the opposite. The piece clings to exactly what you'd like to downplay, and it reads as uncomfortable. On the other hand, resorting to pieces that are too loose to hide the body doesn't help either, because it creates a shapeless, dull, and sloppy silhouette. In both cases, the consequence is the same. Your image loses balance and your elegant posture is compromised. Elegant alternative. The secret is in the fit. Pieces that gently skim the body, neither tight nor baggy, convey far more sophistication. Invest in structured cuts that highlight your strong points and create visual harmony. Trousers with a tailored fit in the right size, for example, elongate the silhouette and instantly elevate the look. Likewise, a shirt that fits at the shoulders with a slightly shaped waist provides comfort and elegance at the same time. Well-chosen clothes don't need to hide anything. They celebrate your shape in a balanced, modern way. Item number 3, an ill-fitting bra. Few pieces influence how clothing falls on the body as much as a bra. Many women keep wearing old styles with inadequate support or the wrong size, and that completely undermines the overall look. An unsuitable bra can flatten the bust, show lines under clothing, create unwanted side bulges, and even affect posture. The result is an outfit that loses harmony, even if the clothes themselves are sophisticated and high quality. What's more, when support isn't right, confidence also takes a hit. After all, feeling uncomfortable directly affects how we present ourselves to the world. Invest in high-quality bras designed to offer support without sacrificing comfort. Styles with firm structure yet discreet finishes provide security, balance the silhouette, and help clothes drape impeccably. A well-fitted bra immediately flatters the body, ensures elegance in any outfit, and gives that feeling of being ready for any occasion. It's the invisible yet essential foundation of a sophisticated look. Item number 4, outdated retro style. Retro style can absolutely be a charming and sophisticated source of inspiration. But there's a fine line between elegant, classic, and dated. Often, very old pieces or ones worn without adaptation end up giving the impression that you're stuck in time. This isn't about age, but about updating. Fashion evolves, cuts change, fabrics transform, and continuing to wear decades-old silhouettes can mute your presence instead of highlighting it. A simple example is the white shirt. It's timeless, but if it has oversized collars, outdated buttons, or a shapeless cut, the effect will read as old-fashioned rather than refined classic. The key is to keep the retro spirit in a refreshed way. Draw inspiration from the past, but look for modern versions with current cuts and sophisticated fabrics. A midi skirt, for instance, can be extremely elegant. Choose one with fluid drape and a well-defined waist to convey freshness and modernity. And the traditional white shirt takes on new life with tailored silhouettes, discreet buttons, and quality fabrics. This way, you keep the essence of the classic with a contemporary touch that reinforces your elegance. Item number 5, colors that don't flatter your skin tone. Colors have a direct impact on how we're perceived. When we wear shades that don't harmonize with our skin, the result can be a dull face, a tired appearance, and even the sense that we look older than we are. Very light tones, like ice gray or some pastels, can wash out the skin, especially when there isn't enough contrast. Many women sense this intuitively, but keep insisting on certain colors because they seem neutral or easy to pair. However, the wrong choice can sabotage the whole outfit, even if the pieces are excellent quality. The secret is choosing colors that harmonize with your undertone, enhancing your natural glow. If your undertone is warm, bet on shades like caramel, terracotta, gold, and earthy greens that bring warmth and vitality. If your undertone is cool, opt for navy, burgundy, mid-gray, and purple, which brighten and elevate the look. Neutrals are powerful allies too. Beige, brown, nude, and terracotta can serve as a versatile base for different combinations. Once you discover which colors flatter your skin, the effect is immediate. Your face looks fresher, your features more defined, and your natural elegance stands out even more. Many times we feel like we have nothing to wear, even with a closet full. To help women who go through this, I created the Capsule Wardrobe. It's an ebook that shows how only 16 key pieces can result in 120 looks, forming a lean, elegant, and versatile cabinet. If you want to dress well without spending a lot of time or money, after the video, click on the blue link that I left in the first comment below and guarantee yours. Item number 6, voluminous or overdone sleeves. Sleeves can be a powerful detail in any look, but when the volume is excessive, the effect may not be what you want. Very puffy or layered sleeves visually widen the arms and shoulders, creating imbalance in the silhouette. Instead of conveying lightness and sophistication, they add a costume-like or sloppy air, as if the outfit were shouting more than it should. This kind of exaggeration can even steal attention from other important parts of the look, making the outfit less harmonious. Prefer sleeves that bring balance to the whole. Three-quarter styles with clean, discreet cuts are excellent allies because they elongate the silhouette and lighten the look. Subtle details like delicate gathers, well-placed pleats, or small ruffles add femininity without compromising sophistication. Blouses and dresses with this kind of finish create a soft, elegant, modern sense of movement. That way, you enjoy the charm of sleeves as a style detail, but in a balanced way that conveys refinement on any occasion. Item number 7, very large or childish prints. Prints can completely transform a look, but they can also compromise elegance when they're poorly chosen. Very large prints with overly loud colors or cartoony drawings tend to weigh down the look, creating a disproportionate and even dated effect. And juvenile patterns, like cutesy drawings, playful slogans, or overly whimsical images, can project an overly youthful image that clashes with the sophistication you want to convey. Also, poorly placed or excessive prints can break the silhouette, making the body look wider or disrupting the outfit's harmony. The secret is to go for discreet, balanced prints. Delicate florals, small geometric patterns, or subtle motifs in neutral colors add charm without compromising sophistication. Another trick is to observe proportion. Smaller prints tend to elongate the silhouette and create lightness, while very large ones can overwhelm. Pair these subtle prints with solid pieces to ensure balance and highlight the right points of the outfit. This way, the look stays fresh, light, and elegant, reflecting a sophisticated image without giving up femininity. Item number 8, low-quality fabrics. Few things undermine the elegance of a look as quickly as a low-quality fabric. Very synthetic materials with artificial shine or a rough feel not only look less refined, they can also be uncomfortable throughout the day. Moreover, fragile fabrics wear out quickly, pill, lose their shape, and give an impression of carelessness, even when the piece is new. This kind of choice reduces your wardrobe's longevity and conveys an image that doesn't match the sophistication you want to project. Invest in quality fabrics that instantly elevate your look. Cotton, linen, silk, and wool are classics that never go out of style and offer comfort, sophistication, and durability. These materials drape more elegantly, adapt better to the body, and elevate any outfit, even the simplest ones. Another advantage is that garments made with good fabrics stand the test of time, becoming smart investments that accompany you through different phases of life. When the fabric is well chosen, elegance comes naturally and effortlessly, reflecting care and attention in every detail. Item number 9, worn out or outdated shoes. Shoes play a fundamental role in any look because they not only complete the outfit, but also convey care and intention. However, very worn shoes with peeling heels, deformed soles, or dried-out leather immediately project an image of neglect. Likewise, outdated models or very dated designs can compromise harmony, making the look heavy and stale. Remember, people's eyes often land right on your feet, and the wrong shoe can ruin even the most sophisticated clothing combination. Opt for classic, comfortable, well-maintained footwear. Loafers, mid-heel pumps, and boots in neutral tones are timeless and versatile, fitting different occasions. Also, keeping shoes clean, conditioned, and in good repair is a simple habit that completely transforms the impression you make. When your feet are well shod, the entire look gains strength, conveying confidence, sophistication, and balance. Shoes are details that speak volumes, and choosing well makes all the difference in reinforcing your natural elegance. Item number 10. Very large bags or ones overloaded with details. A handbag is one of the most striking accessories in a woman's look, which is why it must be chosen carefully. When we opt for huge, heavy models or ones packed with charms, chains, bling, and oversized logos, the result is almost always an overloaded look. Instead of complementing the outfit, this type of bag steals all the attention, creating an imbalance that can age your image and signal a lack of sophistication. Plus, very large bags can distort your proportions, leaving the look heavy and not very elegant. The secret is to invest in medium-sized bags with clean lines, simple design, and no excess information. Structured styles made from quality materials in neutral tones like black, beige, caramel, or even navy are versatile and suit different occasions. These bags convey organization, intention, and sophistication, and they work as timeless pieces in your wardrobe. A minimalist bag doesn't need to shout to stand out. It reinforces elegance in a quiet, discreet, and always refined way. Item number 11, belts that are too wide or flashy. A belt can be a great ally for defining the silhouette, but when chosen in an exaggerated way, it can have the opposite effect. Very wide models with loud colors or huge, attention-grabbing buckles create a visual break that cuts the silhouette, making it look shorter and disproportionate. In addition, this excess of information tends to pull focus away from the whole, disrupting the outfit's harmony. The result is a look that can seem gimmicky or dated, undermining sophistication. Go for medium or slim belts with quality finishes and discreet buckles. They define the waist subtly, flattering the body without weighing down the outfit. A neutral-toned leather belt, for example, can turn a simple dress into a refined look or add even more structure to tailored trousers. These styles create smoother, more proportional lines, conveying elegance, balance, and intention on any occasion. Item number 12. Clothes with too much sparkle or excessive sequins. Shine has its charm and can indeed be used elegantly, but when it's overdone, it strips all subtlety from the look. Pieces covered in sequins, very intense metallic fabrics, or synthetic materials with exaggerated reflectiveness can read as artificial and heavy, especially in casual or daytime settings. Instead of elevating, too much sparkle can create a carnival-like appearance, disconnected from the elegance you want to communicate. What's more, these fabrics often don't flatter the silhouette since they reflect light irregularly and visually add volume. The ideal is to use strategic points of light that bring modernity and freshness without excess. A satin blouse in a neutral tone, a discreet hint of lurex, or even a metallic accessory is enough to brighten the outfit. That way, the shine stops being the protagonist and becomes a detail that enriches the whole. When used with intention, it enhances the look in a sophisticated, timeless way, allowing your presence to stand out most. Item number 13. Tops or dresses with very deep necklines. A neckline can be a powerful detail, as it flatters the décolletage and conveys femininity. However, when it's too deep or reveals more than necessary, it can compromise the outfit's sophistication. Exaggerated necklines tend to draw all attention to a single area, leaving the look unbalanced and, in many situations, giving the impression of excess or lack of intention. Instead of flattering, they create a forced image which can reduce the natural elegance every woman wants to project. The best choice is to opt for subtle, well-considered necklines. A V-neck, for example, is a classic that elongates the silhouette and flatters the chest in a refined way, without excess. A boat neckline or a square neckline are also great options to convey modernity and sophistication while maintaining femininity. When balanced with the piece's cut and fabric, these details create a harmonious, elegant, timeless look. The secret is to show just enough, letting the focus be on you, not the garment itself. Item number 14. Clothes with too many details, fringe, ruffles, heavy embroidery. Details can enrich a piece and bring personality to a look, but when they appear in excess, they produce the opposite effect. Too much fringe, layers of voluminous ruffles, or heavy embroidery compete with each other and throw off the outfit's balance, resulting in a heavy and often dated image. This excess not only draws attention away from your presence, it can also add extra volume to the silhouette, creating unwanted disproportions. Instead of conveying sophistication, the look gives an impression of confusion and lack of intention. A more refined choice is to opt for pieces with just one focal detail. A dress with a gentle drape, a blouse with delicate embroidery, or a coat with a distinctive accent is more than enough to add charm and uniqueness. The secret is to use ornamentation in moderation, as a special touch, not the main act. That way, your image remains clean, balanced, and elegant, allowing your beauty and posture to speak louder than the embellishments. As we've seen, small details make all the difference when it comes to elegance. Often you don't need to overhaul your entire wardrobe. Just refine your choices. Swap excess for balance, exaggeration for subtlety, and neglect for intention. When you pay attention to these points, whether in accessories, colors, fabrics, or even makeup, the result is immediate. Your image gains freshness, harmony, and sophistication without losing authenticity. Most importantly, remember that style isn't about following rigid rules, but about feeling good in your own skin. You can and should wear whatever you want, and the tips I share here are simply paths to amplify your presence and highlight your natural beauty even more. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these items do you feel you most need to adjust in your day-to-day? Or which one have you already left behind and noticed a difference in your image? Share in the comments. Your experience can inspire other women in this community. If this content resonated with you, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell to receive more tips on style and sophistication. And get ready, because in the next video, I'll bring even more inspiration to help you live your elegance in a light, mindful, and authentic way. See you there? Until next time.